all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
I love that. Welcome back to another episode. This is episode 25 of 5-Star Sodas. How you doing that?
Good. That was 25.
All good, man.
Well,
All
definitely episode 25. The live show should have been episode 25, but due to Glasgow staying in level 3 restrictions,
Staying in. You're just dropping in subliminal fucking advertising.
messaging. We have had to reschedule the live show. We did talk about rescheduling it to the 29th of May, but I was like, let's not do that. Seems too dodgy, and that turned out to be the right decision. The live show at the moment is taking place on the 5th of June. So if you haven't got your tickets, you've maybe still got a chance to go and buy the one remaining table that is left. But I'm still looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm still looking
it
forward to
it was a hurdle, but we're over it. We just we keep it moving.
Aye, I mean, you see the now that a lot of live shows are starting to get back, like football fans getting back in stadiums and all that, and I just hope that we're next.
The next one.
That's only in England, really, though, isn't
I mean, I actually keep seeing it in
it? I mean, they
America.
absolutely shat out of letting the Scottish Cup final go ahead.
Yeah.
They were meant to have 600 fans. Imagine 600 fans in a 50,000
In
capacity.
Hampden, yeah.
And they said, no, that's dangerous. Can't have 600.
Crazy.
But then
600 people.
they've just okayed 6,000 for the fan zones at Glasgow Green for the European Championships.
Don't the rugby have a friendly as well coming up? They're allowing 13,000 in.
In Murrayfield?
Aye.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's a social cause, isn't it?
Social
I
They
mean,
can't
those-
trust these football. They
of
can't trust
course.
these Hibs and St
No,
Johnstone
I
fans.
mean, of course
They'll go
not.
too mental.
But the American stuff's crazy. The American stuff is like
They're just back.
they're back, baby.
Like, weirdly, I watched.
They're not all back though.
But I mean, it's light years. It's mad.
I know, but like you can trace this back to like darker times in America. The states that have just threw it all back were also
Yeah.
the states that.
But Vegas is about to open. Casinos are
Yeah.
no masks and
Yeah, but
clubs
Vegas
are back
is-
100%.
Carolina is one of the weird ones. Carolina's, because I watched the hockey, and they're 100% capacity in the stadiums, no masks.
Yeah, I saw the picture.
But it's
Yeah,
the
that's
south,
true.
isn't it?
Yeah, and then, but then Florida, I watched Florida because Tampa Bay and Florida are playing each other now. And the game that was on last night, there was people in the crowd in masks, but then there was lots of people in the crowd with no masks. And it's still not 100%, but 29th of May, state of Massachusetts is like, COVID's done. Everything's open.
Massachusetts. Are you like, obviously it's pretty the mask is not a normal way of life. Are you looking forward to just cracking the mask off and just none of this like, oh, I'm still a wee bit scared, but like the idea of like, because I not that I'm against it, but I physically do hate wearing a mask.
How many colds did you get in the last 16 months?
colds?
How many colds?
I mean, I don't get
No
colds.
colds.
I don't get colds, mate.
You walk about with your mask, but I get a crease.
I'm just saying the
I
mask.
end up with like
mask
a
did
pure,
help.
I end up with a pure crease right down my beard.
Yeah.
And then I seen a guy in the supermarket at one point.
Maybe you need to design a mask
No,
for
no,
men
no.
with
I'm
beards.
getting to that because I seen a guy in the supermarket.
Yeah,
and
that
he
fucking
had like a
shopping
pure
bag.
modified mask that just like hanging on. I was like, that's worse. That's
Yeah.
worse, man.
Yeah.
You could just put like the handles of a like Tesco bag. You could just put that over your ears.
Well, do you honestly know what I
Nose
do?
bag.
Nose
This is what I
bag,
do is I put the mask on, normal mask, then I put my hood up, then I pull the hoodie tight and I tuck the bottom bit of the beard in it. But then Helena was like, everybody's wearing a mask, but you look like the guy that's going to rob the place. She's like, you look mental. She's like, you can't go in with the hood up. And I was like, seeing these right now, you can do anything you want. I could walk in there with a fucking diving helmet on.
Yeah.
No one's going to say shit.
See, so ice hockey training goes back tonight. So
What are you training for?
Well, that's so we can't scrimmage, so we can't play like just a fun game against each other. We're only allowed to do drills. It's still got to be socially distanced.
Why is it called scrimmage?
I don't know. And you need to go into the rink, full kit, skates on, and
Like
a
you're a wee
mask.
guy
Like you're
again.
a wee guy.
Do like Americans and Canadians call it a scrimmage?
I think they do.
Yeah, 100%.
You think so?
No, they do.
I think they do, yeah.
Like the hockey podcast I listen to, they mention
Scrimmage.
scrimmage.
Because I feel like we must have got it from there. Because
Yeah.
I think if it was left to
One of my
Scottish people,
favourite-
to call something different.
One of my favourite
Five,
things
six,
is
Aye.
in hockey was using Scottish terms.
Like what?
1, 2.
What
He's a
to-
ball.
Aye.
Long ball.
Yeah, definitely. Football terms were a big thing at hockey.
Cross it.
Cross ball.
Man on.
on's a man on,
yeah.
Maybe that's why my team was so successful because we said things like.
Mate, you
drop
played
passes,
in like
slot.
the 80s. What are you talking about?
Mate,
Your success is gone.
But
At least
anyway,
I had some.
It's over.
we did digress. The live show is still coming up on the 5th of June. We're still looking forward to it. Looking forward to some amazing drinks for all you to join us and do that. So what would you do with your spare weekend? Did you do anything?
The non-live show
None.
weekend.
Absolutely nothing.
No, I just kicked it and just thought, well, how good it would be to be doing a live show. No, mate, just kind of chilling. I was really looking forward to it. It's just something totally different to what everybody's been doing, really. But obviously, we were going to be at the helm of it.
Yeah.
So
It's
was
weird. On the day that we were meant to do it, me and Liam actually went down to SWG3. Just I was showing Liam around.
Just to
and
pour one out.
it was jumping.
Was it really?
Aye, but I mean, don't get me wrong, obviously nobody was inside, but it was still busy. The pubs all in Glasgow were really busy, like everybody drank outside.
Yeah.
And we went and grabbed some food at Brewdog, and we drank, shout out to Brewdog because we had some Fritz when we were
First
there.
game, yeah.
They give you it for free?
Nah.
Well, just shout them out then. That's how I order.
Get it free next time.
But we sat inside to eat. We weren't drinking alcohol, but there was still loads of people outside having a wee booze and all that. So it's weird how much of there's not that much of a difference between level 2 and level 3. But
I know,
I
it was
I
just
just don't
we caught the
understand.
short end of the stick. Like
Yeah.
really,
Like, it seems like such a fucking silly. You can't drink inside. As if being in like warm and then sitting in a seat is going to make it rowdy.
see the way I see
You
it.
could just make the cut off quicker.
See the way I see
Yeah.
it. If you want to like analyze all this, there's so much it doesn't make sense. I'm just at the point where I'm like, man, just wake me up when it's
Aye.
just like when we're good to
Like
go.
September is.
Aye.
I just when we're good to go, I'm good to go because people always say to me, "Oh, what will your work?" And I always end
What
up.
people do you talk to?
I talk to people. A lot of people know me, man. Out walking the dog, and
Dog people.
I just always get into like the same conversation, like and I'm just like, "Oh, you know, so the government."
I actually saw that somebody posted something on social media a couple of days ago, and they had a dog. They just got a dog, and they were like, they couldn't believe how social dogs are, like how much it makes you a member
I
of the
know, it's
community
kinda
having a
mad,
dog.
aye. Because you know what, I would see if I was walking. You'll probably find this the same. I would never stop to like go, "Oh, is that a cracking dog?"
Yeah,
I would never do that. And see, be honest, I probably still wouldn't. See if I was out without my dog, and I still don't stop for dogs. But everyone stops and goes like, "Oh, what about the dog?" I'm like, "Aye," and then I just have a pure conversation with them. And sometimes it's good, and it is a kind of community thing. And then other times people just say the weirdest things as a result. Like
It's just why
like-
why you open yourself up to such stomping chance? It's crazy.
by having a dog.
Aye.
Like, mate, your hole's just a pure black hole, like a pure icy cavity, man. It's like, put a little love out there, man. Take a dog into your life, man.
It's a burden more than anything.
will we bring some love to the table?
I think we need something, man.
We'll bring some love to the table. Let's see, we can cheer this up.
Let's see what we got.
We're going to Africa.
Oh, are we? Oh, what is this?
We're going to Nigeria.
The fact that this is non-alcoholic straight away.
Like, I had to state that, yeah.
So we're going to Maltina.
What is this?
Nick, run
Maltina.
down this red text on the back. Let the people know.
Maltina is a natural drink, rich in essential vitamins and minerals which provide the extra nourishment to build, protect, and revitalise your body. Its delicious, rich, creamy taste can be enjoyed by everyone, every time. That's it. What is this?
That's
So,
what I'm saying.
This
I mean-
isn't a soda.
Well, no. This is quite like super malt stuff like that. I mean,
Is that a soda though?
it's a carbonated beverage.
And so it's beer.
No,
We
but
don't review beers.
but then you think back to what was it? Was it Barbican? The pomegranate guy that
Barbican
looked like a.
Beer.
I feel like it's going to have a barbican vibe, but without any fruit flavour to it.
See, it says water, sucrose, malted barley, caramel.
Like the sound of that sucrose, man.
Aye, I mean, I love a bit of sucrose. I mean, I did. This is from Nigeria. I got it in the African supermarket in Glasgow, and I did ask
What
the
was
guy.
it sitting beside?
The fire extinguisher.
These
No,
three were propping a door
So
open.
no, there was some good stuff there actually. They had a big, huge 500ml glass bottle of Fanta,
But was it sitting beside
Beers.
soft drinks?
Fanta,
Yeah.
and a Schweppes big glass bottle bit of lemon. And these bottles, the Fanta bottles, were like, you know how we had the Limca and
Oh, yeah, OGs, man.
the ones that are all kind of broken up. You can tell they're recycled bottles. That
So,
kind of vibe.
like, see when I see super malt in Sainsbury's in the World Foods aisle, it's always there, which makes me think this type of drink, especially super malt.
I've
like
never
this.
seen him to pick it up.
I've never picked it up, but
Aye,
it's always there.
Is it always there because it's always in stock because they need to keep you stocking it?
Well,
Or is
it's
always
the
there
same
because nobody
stock.
buys
But it
it?
must be.
Yeah,
I feel
but
like it must be a staple of the same way, do you know, like, you know, all the stuff in there is like there's not a massive selection for every country, so they must just stock what are the hitters.
Why is this
so
mean?
wait a minute.
What does it
Fortified
mean,
with
V?
calcium and vitamins A, B, and C. So none of us have got any idea what it's going to taste like. So what do you think it's going to taste
Brown
like?
bread.
You think it's going to taste like brown bread?
Fizzy brown bread.
I think it's going to taste like beer. I think it's going to have a beer taste.
I think I'll have a beer.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man.
Jesus,
No.
you might not have been far off for the brown
Dude,
bread.
what are you doing, man? This is not soda. People tune in for 5-star sodas.
How does
and
you-
you're hanging them with like fucking.
Dude, it smells like
Brown bread. That is brown bread. You've
you
had
I'm-
this before.
Told you
Have
I'm
you
a
had this?
professional. No, I've not.
That's so specific.
Fucking
It's-
brown
it's
bread
very-
dipped in stew.
Has
No.
anyone sipped it?
No, not
Right,
yet.
synchronized sip. It's got to be.
I'm not doing it. How are you doing this?
The fuck is going on? It tastes like. It tastes like brown bread, but last sweet brown bread, like
But like you've just eaten the dough before it's
like a pure
cooked.
stale piece of jam or something. Man.
But it's just dough you're eating. It's uncooked brown bread.
Nah,
can't-
I've had a sample. I don't need it anymore.
I'm going back in though because I'm.
You can't. You need to. You need to go back in.
It's not an unpleasant taste.
What?
It's just not. I don't know what in what world you're
Let's
drink
let's
that.
go with a wee close up here. And let's.
It's
let's
asking a lot of the palate.
I've had brown bread.
Oh,
that is cough syrup material. That.
What was that again?
it's so dank, man. I'm trying to put my finger on the exact.
It's like I've had brown bread ice cream before, and
What?
it's really good, like really nice. And this is.
How do you
Kinda
even make
similar.
brown bread ice cream? What is that?
Yeah, I'm out, man.
I'm not sure how you make it.
Is it just yeasty?
Must be.
So can we agree that the overwhelming flavour of this is like maltish,
That is malt.
malt vibes, man. But there's nothing else going on.
Malt's good though.
Aye, but like malted milkshakes
Something.
and stuff like that are good. But like,
Malt chocolate. Malteser.
aye, but
Malta, it's good and all. Small but beautiful.
Malta.
Aye,
Have you been?
I've been to Malta.
Have you?
I'm never
Aye.
know.
I'm very well
been everywhere.
travelled, as you should know.
That might be the worst.
It's not a
thing.
soda though. I feel like we're doing this at the service.
Learn the lines. So what category does it fall into? Is it ain't beer? Just a classic malt drink.
I suppose I don't know. Non-alcohol.
It's definitely one of these things where it's not that. It's not super pleasant, but somebody's like it's good for you though. It's enriched with
but it-
vitamins and
How
calcium
is that good for you?
because it's enriched.
Just take the.
It's enriched with
Just-
calcium and
But just
vitamins.
See,
take
'cause it says
take the
fortified.
vitamins.
Doesn't
You can
you
get
always say that
vitamins
on-
that look like jelly babies. Just
you always
do
say
them.
that on the cereal boxes, fortified with calcium.
What is fortified?
It's
I
just
mean,
like
what is that?
It's just brown bread vibes.
Why do you not put it like? But then what is it? So like, I mean, because it fits all the rules. It's carbonated. We've served it chilled. Like, what are we putting it beside then? The bin.
Nah, I
Aye,
don't
the
know,
bin.
man. It's
I don't
not.
know, non-alcoholic.
Right.
A beer replacement.
Nah, that. Mate,
Nah.
I'd rather
But okay, let me say this:
a bar shandies.
Coca-Colas and shit don't say non-alcoholic on them.
Yeah. No, I agree.
So if it
It's a weird
says
thing.
non-alcoholic on it, it's because it either looks too much like a beer
I could see that.
or it is an alternative.
Oh,
You know?
fucking it, man.
frothy
Ah, fuck.
It
that,
looks
man.
like a
Guinness
no. What do you call it? Like a porter?
or a Bovril.
Aye,
thing.
a stout, chocolate stout.
I like chocolate stout, man. I don't know, man. Fucking.
But
right.
we've got to score it. It's here. It's it's fitting all the right criteria. What are you giving it?
I have to score it as I taste it. Like just my vibe. I can't like the club Mate got a pounding, even though I was intent on studying it and trying to love it.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, this is dank for me. Out of respect to Nigeria, I give it 0.5.
I was the same, 0.5.
Aye.
I can't go that high.
Oh, there he is.
0.2. I can't.
There
give
he
it
is.
0.5. That's
You've scanted that score.
The only thing is, again, I feel that's rough because millions was try to be a soda.
yeah. I'm not denying that, but it's on the table at 5 stars.
Probably shouldn't have been on the table.
Look, how you never know. This could have been a sleeper. See if it was
Yeah.
like, if it was like somehow sweeter and tastier, like
See
barbecue.
if it
I
just
guess.
tasted like a different thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Barbecue
But,
was rotten.
mate,
It was rotten, but it was still a soda.
how many times have we sparked something and it's been like, this is not what you expect, especially the fucking mango thing. Like
Yeah.
everyone thought that was so. Look,
Everyone thought that was carbonated.
the
everybody
community.
thought it was gonna be good.
This is people. They need people like us, man, to
Yeah.
roll the sleeves up.
So Maltina, all the way from Nigeria, it's a 0.4. 0.4.
It's a slow day at the office, man.
That's not
That's
a
a good start.
That's not a good start.
Moving on to the next drink.
Aye, I didn't even drink much of it.
Nah, man, it's pretty much level.
So
level
we're asking what
pegging.
you're up to the weekend. So what I did yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
I watched Jurassic World: The Fallen Kingdom, which is the latest Jurassic Park 2018.
The Chris Pratt one.
Yeah, the second Chris Pratt one.
Mm.
And as soon as it started, it starts.
What is the story of that one again?
It's the Jurassic World has already been made where they've tried to make Jurassic Park 2, but it closed down because the first film, all the animals get out.
Yeah.
But they were still contained within the island.
Mm.
But in the second one, somebody goes back to try and get them so that they could make
Sell them.
Aye, sell
Like,
them.
just a
Sell-
point on these kind of films. It's like sometimes that is that pure flogging the dead horse thing, isn't it?
Flogging the
Like
dead
it's like
dino.
we've had a great idea, let's beat it to death.
But they
But
done
there-
that. They
there was
done that in the
always
first
plan.
ones, though. To me, they done that first.
They flogged the first ones because they made the first one with no intention of making the next two.
Yeah.
But this
It was a
Jurassic,
book.
Jurassic World was always meant to be a trilogy.
But isn't that like? Isn't that?
But the first one is right, but like hear me out. The first of the new ones was like the first one. It was like let's take so they took the idea of going we basically Jurassic they essentially went let's take Jurassic Park, but the only thing we can do to really make it different is actually populate it with the guests,
we
which
say
the first
that
one
we say
never
that
got
we
to
basically
do.
we've ironed everything out, and it.
But now it's just going to follow the same thing.
Well,
Of
I think
like,
it is because
they go away, but then they need to go back.
see the
now it's going to
original.
burn down, but now somebody's going to have like the vial or like the little
The
bit
first
of
two
dinosaur
sequels I
DNA.
never really saw, but isn't one of them they bring the thing back to New York?
Yeah.
Right.
Aye.
Okay. So that sounds like
Because
the
they
same
try to
thing.
do this, they try to basically put a T-Rex in
The zoo.
San Diego Zoo or something.
Aye, but so what happened with this one is with the second one, what they're trying to do is they're selling them because they've genetically
weapons.
modified them so that they can be trained and
Okay.
they're trying to sell
Weapons.
them as
Right.
weapons. So I mean,
Can you imagine the situation, right? Because what they're trying to play out is this, right? Obviously, it's Americans. It's like the pure CIA, like, or kind of like weird, like, task force is going out there to go and fucking get the dinosaurs.
Mm.
So, like, what is let's just follow that logic on. They do win. They get their dinosaur weapons. Are they taking the dinosaurs to, like, the deserts
No,
of
'cause
Iraq and
what-
Afghanistan
what
and
they
go,
end up
guys, you're not ready for this shit.
they're selling it to
Out
the
you go.
Saudis and the Russians. That's what they
Aye.
do. They end up
the
selling them.
Saudis, mate.
They
Watch
sell
them
them
and
to
the
the Saudis and the
Russians.
Russians in the actual film.
But it's like
Mental.
I quite like the first one. To me is just genius.
They're always good until it goes into the story. The
I like
premise, the Jurassic Park, in fact, Jurassic Park maybe holds the whole way through the film.
Yeah.
But realistically, the best bits of those films is like the first act of the film, like getting you up to speed. Could you imagine a world where like the theme park actually was populated by dinosaurs?
Mm.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But then like, but you can't have your fun, so we're just going to take that away from you right now and just start slaughtering everyone, and it becomes like a survivor.
So what you want is a Jurassic. You want the prequel to Jurassic World where the part's cool for
I
like
just
a couple
want
of months.
a
You want to
10-episode documentary of just
Okay.
people having fun,
That's just
like the Disney Imagineering,
But it's in
except
Danish.
it's dinosaurs and in Danish. Yeah. I'd take Swedish subs.
Tivoli Gardens in fucking Copenhagen is
Talking about actually, I don't want to jump on the thing. We'll go back to the cinema thing, but just to say that, isn't it weird that in Stockholm and Copenhagen they have a theme park in the middle of their city centre
Mm.
that just is open all year,
I feel like Stockholm's not quite in the city centre. You can see it from the city centre, but
pretty much the centre. I mean, Stockholm's kind of like an
Yeah. But then
archipelago,
it's-
so it's kind of like
Yeah.
the centre doesn't really count as a centre,
But
but
then I'd say it's more in. It's not like all
They're not
It's like
M&Ds.
Blackpool, but it's like Blackpool.
Yeah.
Blackpool is in the middle of Blackpool.
why do we have that in Scotland?
Well, I mean,
we've got
Wait,
a
yeah,
month of
we tried it with
unpredictable
M&Ds and the
weather.
fucking thing flew right off the track.
Loudon,
Yeah.
Loudon Castle was
Castle,
another one,
man.
wasn't it?
You drove past Loudon Castle to get here.
Did they? How?
Because you drive past the gate to get into Loudon
I
Castle
guess
every
they
time you come here.
Yeah.
Where does it get?
I'll show you.
So off
On the main
coast,
street?
Costa Rica.
Is it still there, like abandoned,
Aye, there's still
Aye.
some of the rides are still there.
like Jurassic Park?
I'll take you in.
There's videos of the guys doing the pure
Yeah.
urban exploring.
Right, sorry, you were saying
Aye,
about
so
Jurassic
anyway,
Park.
the whole thing about it is I started Jurassic Park. It starts off with a big scene, and as soon as it started, I
What
was
is the
like,
first scene?
it's like a guy sitting in the rain. He's like
Pizza Hut.
he's like he's in the park, but he's at like
in the
one of
park.
those. electrical boxes, and he's like he's plugging into
course he is.
the servers and all that, and it's in the dark, it's pushing the rain as a helicopter. But as soon as it started, I was like, this is like a blockbuster, and it made me realise it's been so long since there's been a blockbuster.
Do you know
Like
why, do you know why it's called a blockbuster?
No.
It's actually named after a bomb in the second World War. They called them blockbusters. This type of bomb, and then it started to get used like in media. People be like, "Oh, that's basically going. That's the bomb. That's the blockbuster. That hit like a blockbuster."
So like a blockbuster would do a bomb that blew up a
A
full
block.
block.
But I mean, it's not right. No, technically, maybe that's where they're going, but maybe that's where. But I just know it's like
Where
named
did you hear
after.
this?
I don't know, Time magazine. If you've ever heard of it,
Have you got a subscription to Time magazine?
online.
But what was the last thing you saw at the cinema? Do you remember?
Oh fuck.
Because I mean, it's probably over a year since any of us have been to the cinema.
Tenet, I think.
Oh, I know what it is. I never saw Tenet. It's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Was it?
Twice.
Was it?
Yeah, I can't even.
Was that the last thing you seen?
That's the last thing I went to cinema.
Wasn't the Safties after that?
Well, if it's either Uncut Gems or and both aren't blockbusters. They are in my mind.
What was the last blockbuster you saw at the cinema?
Tenet.
Tenet's a blockbuster.
Tenet's a blockbuster.
Yeah. I didn't see that at the cinema.
I don't even know.
Do you
about
remember the first thing you saw at the cinema?
I think we did this before.
Have we?
Mine was Superman. First
Mine
one.
was Batman.
Is it?
The first Batman.
I don't know. I think mine might have been the Turtles, but it might have also
Yeah.
been Snow White,
The French Turtles.
the French Turtles. It may have been Snow White.
Yeah. My earliest
Snow White
memories are
rings a bell.
Superman, The Rescuers, and
I can remember a film that I actually really wanted to go and see as a kid,
Mm.
and then like getting to go see it, and it was The Three Ninjas Kick Back.
Oh,
Three Ninjas are a
mate.
classic. Man.
So wait a minute. Is the Three Ninjas Kickback not the first one?
That's not.
I
second
went
one.
through a period of
Just going straight to the sequel.
not realizing. I seen
Yeah.
I had seen Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back
And you hadn't seen.
before I seen Star Wars.
Yeah.
So I remember at the
Yeah.
end of that movie, and I actually seen it in the cinema.
Mm.
I actually went quite a long time in my childhood without seeing Star Wars, and then I seen that in the cinema when they did the re-releases and
Yeah.
the sort of build up to the prequels.
And you were like,
And at the end, I just went, whoa. Bad guy won, and this guy lost his hand, and I was like, this doesn't make any sense.
and it's not a
Like,
bummer.
It does.
Such a bummer. I know.
Weird. I was just talking of sequels. I read a thing, and it was Henry VIII. When that came out in America, they had to just change the name of it to King Henry because they were worried that when they put it out, Americans when they realised that Henry VIII wasn't the 8th film
That's
in the series,
amazing.
and they weren't going to go and see it.
That's unreal.
I like that. Right,
Henry VIII.
Are we going in for juice?
we're in America
Aye.
now. We're in
Let's go.
America, so let's go into drink two and another glass bottle.
Oh,
Now this one's got a bit of a throwback vibe.
This has got a fucking collab on it.
So
this is a heavy collab.
Jonesy's Extreme Sour Black Cherry in collaboration with Warheads. Now Warheads is like the US Jawbreakers.
Is it?
Aye.
Mm.
But like the Extreme Sour Jawbreakers that we maybe didn't get until the second. I mean, you know what a jawbreaker is? It's like the wee pack of 3 chewing gum sweeties, really hard gobstoppery type.
Who's on your picture?
Oh, I keep forgetting that, but this we always get somebody else.
Yeah.
So someone
We've got
made
the
a
same.
face.
Same.
We've got
So
the same.
aye, so Jonesy's every time they do a drink, they've got a different photograph on them, by fans or whatever.
And I take it this
And
is
this
a
is
special
somebody-
edition one doing a
this-
surface.
I make either tasting the drink or they're tasting a Warhead.
Or alternatively, they'll just fake it.
Aye. So
Do you know what I mean?
Me and Al have got the same one. We
Joe
get
Culp.
Joe Culp from
Who
Seattle.
you got? You got an old guy.
I got an old boy here. Is his name here? Helen Reardon.
That's
No,
not.
that's who
that
took.
guy.
That's who took the photo.
Ah,
That's who took the photo.
where's the bit?
No, it's
That's
that's our photo must have been taken by Joe Culp.
All right. So we'll show the old guy.
Unless the guy wants to be identified as Helen
Helen.
Reardon.
I mean, whatever he identifies
Derek
as. that's up to
Reardon's
him,
mum.
that's up to him.
Old
Ray
Reardon.
Reardon.
It says on the back, if you want bold, nothing comes close to the extreme sour of Warhead's Black
Man,
Cherry.
no wonder you don't get done for that. If you want bold,
It packs that punch of sour you'll want to pucker up to. See, I'll be honest, right?
I don't
Sour
like sour
things,
things.
I'm not
really.
into that.
See, but black cherry.
Well,
I'm not into it.
But you've already
sour
fucked,
thing
but
was
you've
good. Yeah.
kind of already fucked it.
But then we had a sour cherry with the black sour cherry, the black green cola, but it's in a
Green
black can.
cola, yeah.
And then we've got 2 black cherries currently sitting on the
Yeah.
on the leaderboard there. If I wants to show off,
I kind of trust Jones to do this better than the green cola.
yeah, but it is still Warheads. This part of this has got to be a kind of novelty.
Don't
in
you
it.
think that's kind of like maybe it's not like it seems
I mean,
like
it smells good.
it seems like Jones is like quite a credible soda brand,
Yeah.
and the Warheads logo and it just looks a wee bit nasty.
I think we should go to Al's fucking close up for his taste. For the
surfacing it.
the
It'd be an absolute
surface.
pleasure.
Oh wait a minute. So there's a wee.
is there a joke in the inside?
Well, I've got. You will find much fulfillment with someone special soon. I'm married, so I'm fucking.
Hope so.
Mine says, Event 201, go check it. Mine says, your reputation for being honest will bring rewards.
Oh,
There we go.
This says the coming month shall bring the winds of change in your life. How fucking
They
vague,
gave you
man.
up your moist
Right,
song.
we're going for a close up here on Al for the sour
Alright,
the
guys.
sour taste
Right
test.
down the bar already.
No, keep a head
Oh,
up.
he's leveled it everywhere.
It is sour, but it's not that bad. That's your man. Your man pulling the face. Nah, he's
That's it.
trash.
He's at it.
That guy. It's not that bad. It is sour, but it's
Mhm.
not like these two in the bottle are kicking ass out it.
It's got that. See that noise you made? It's got
Mm.
that to it, don't it? That like.
Kicked you right in the back
Teeth.
of it.
Teeth retching.
ASMR. It's not that bad. It's a bit funky. It's a bit
It's
zingy.
because it's got that
It does have
sourness
that.
on
That pure.
side of your tongue kind of thing.
It's like bringing your cheeks in.
Mm.
I don't know if I would.
I don't know what occasion you would want to drink that.
I know.
I think I was right though. It's definitely a novelty.
It's
I'll
super
tell you
no-
something.
You don't want to be out eating your dinner and every time you take a sip, you're like,
Aye, yeah.
It's I think it would be better if it was just a black cherry. Do they do a black cherry?
definitely would be.
Yeah, Jones. My guess is Jones would actually do a proper black cherry. I just realised
And they just turned off
we
his
missed
fasting thing.
the
The way in.
the weigh in stuff, and I started fasting. So that was my 9th one, so I'm going to need to edit
There
that.
he is.
I'm going to edit
That's
that.
what I say.
You don't need it right now.
You get it
I'll
after.
edit it
You
later.
get it after.
That was my 9th in a row. That was my 9th day in a row,
Enjoying it?
and I've actually put weight on.
Well, you're not doing it right.
Because inside your hour window, you're like, la, la, la.
You're making up for those those
I'm
hours
carrying
off.
on
You're
stuff.
fucking just going mental.
Aye, absolutely, but still, it's plenty still work.
Right.
I don't know, man. It's really.
Thoughts?
It seems to
It's,
be.
it's a hard one to
It
score.
seems to be sitting quite uneasy with everybody.
Yeah.
No one's really.
I'll go in 2.7.
Okay.
I was going to go low on that, but I think I'll go 2.3.
If it was if it didn't have the sour thing,
Mhm.
it would be a good drink. And so
Yeah.
I'm only taking minor points off because the sour thing's not over.
No, it's still palatable.
I think
but-
it's one that I'd recommend people to try, but
Yeah.
not if they were like, oh, what will I have to drink with my dinner? You're not.
But you're not. But you're actually not. In a 5-star soda world, you're not recommending it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 2.1. It's. I see in the soda game. I can't be wasting my time with things like that. There's so much other really really good stuff to get.
So that leaves
2.1.
Jonesy's, which has performed fairly well
Mm.
up to now. It gives it a 2.4.
Shout out to the
2.4 for
Fufu Berry
Jonesy's.
man.
Did we
Fufu
do the
berry
Fufu?
wasn't
No, we've
very
not
good.
No, we've done Fufu
done.
Berry.
Did we do Fufu
Aye.
Berry?
I didn't like it though.
Maybe Courtney could tell us what Jonesy's we've done so far.
The
You're
actually
relying a lot on
the
her
Fufu
skill
berry
in
was one
Excel
that-
right now.
I remember we reviewed it. Must have been doing it from the episodes from home, and I returned to it a wee bit later, and it was a bit more mellow. But sure,
Courtney's looking at me like, how do I search Excel? Instead of just pressing Command F and then typing in Jones. F.
Oh my god.
There we go. Fucking hell, man. What's going on here? Grape.
Oh, we
Is
did.
grape the highest?
Yeah.
Then what else we got?
Stay great.
Fufu berry?
Oh, we did do
I told you,
Fufu.
man.
What was the score for Fufu Berry?
That was 2.4.
Well, that's the same. I mean, well, Jones isn't he actually doing that well then?
No, I think it's just they think they've got cool bottles.
We've got another Jones sitting over there that I can just see, and I think that's watermelon. I think
It's
it's
like in a
watermelon.
pinky Cheerio looking vibe.
Aye.
Yeah.
That was it was a wee bit throwbacky. Just it feels like a pure novelty sweetie.
So what was the score? 2.4.
Aye, 2.4. Not the best.
What was the last film you seen in cinema? I realised none of us asked you the question.
Actually, I couldn't
back.
remember. No, I couldn't. I genuinely couldn't remember.
What the last one was?
Yeah.
I can't remember the
been so
last blockbuster was like where it was like this is you guys went to see Tenet maybe, but I mean even Tenet's a wee
You want to
bit.
see Tenet?
No, I didn't go to see it in the cinema.
Oh,
But even
I
like
thought you did.
Tenet's a bit like it's still a bit niche, a wee bit niche.
But it's not. It wasn't meant to be.
No, but I mean, I'm talking to something that's like a balls to the wall. You cannot miss this, and we
Like
take
I heard it
Avengers.
was meant to
but
be
take
that,
all
though.
of them out of the equation because that's for squares, right?
What's
but-
for squares?
All that stuff, man.
What stuff?
Avengers
looking
and all
for,
that, man.
so you're taking Avengers out.
Take it all out, man.
So what
It's
you?
a whole other. It's another genre. It's a whole other
so
thing.
what's a blockbuster then?
As a wise man once said, it's no cinema.
I couldn't
What
even
are you?
In
But
that
what are
sense,
you?
I couldn't tell you what the last blockbuster was.
That's what I'm saying. I think it was Jurassic Park, man. I went to see the first Chris Pratt one in the cinema,
Mhm.
but I can't think. I can't actually think of something in the pop.
But that's because you
Pop
like
culture.
what is considered a
I mean, but you're
blockbuster.
saying
You
pop
don't
culture, and I've got to
like.
consider
But that's
it.
I know. But I mean, I still do like. There's certain things. It's just maybe my. But don't you think that lane has just been fully populated by superhero movies for
Yeah.
so long?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Think of another leading. See the other movies that qualify. It's probably actually Inception. Everybody had to. Well, you need to see
Yeah.
Inception or.
But then see when
Eh.
you go back to Jurassic Park,
But
we're
then-
probably
I'm
full
never
of,
going back.
we're probably full of like monster movies.
Godzilla and all that shit.
Aye.
No,
that came
I mean,
way later
the
than
thing
that.
is, that I think when it comes to blockbusters, it's you're getting caught up with like it's the idea of the star. It's not really the idea of the film.
No, but there's
No,
a
but that's why
property. So
I
like,
still count superhero movies a blockbuster.
I know, but
And that's why I'm
this-
saying in the same sense about
but they
yeah.
definitely are. They are the
Yeah.
absolute.
no, they are
pinnacle of what a
the
blockbuster
absolute
is.
definition of it. But like, it's became such its own thing. It's like where's like the Indiana Jones? Where's like an Arnie movie where it's like, oh, Arnie's got a new banger out. Let's go and see that. They just don't do that anymore.
Because he's 70.
But they do. They just.
Oh,
they're
yeah,
just.
what-
They're just.
Expendables.
they're
I
just
see. To be
all
fair,
Marvel
I suppose
films.
like if somebody goes up and goes like that,
Let's go see
here's-
the new Chris Pratt film.
here's a blockbuster for you. It's like Arnie, Stallone, Statham, Dolph. I'm like, nah, man.
Yeah.
They did that.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
no,
saying.
that's-
Like, they did it more than
Aye,
once.
they
man.
did 3 of them, 4 of them.
Fast and the Furious is like the
Fast and
other
Furious
one.
is the other one, yeah. And again, I've only seen a couple of them.
What's your favourite blockbuster movie of all time? I would probably say Jurassic Park is mine.
Did you see it in the cinema?
I saw it in cinema, yeah.
saw that.
I think you must see it in the cinema.
Yeah,
It's
it's great.
um,
There's quite a lot.
Dark Knight, I would probably put up there as well, actually.
mhm.
Dark Knight was good. But then, I guess, like, for me, off the top of the head, if somebody's like, it's like, let's go on
Did you
Amazon.
see E.T.?
No,
In the
I don't think
cinema?
I saw it in the cinema.
No.
It was
I think I
81.
did, yeah. No,
I
no,
have-
I
no.
couldn't have then. No,
Yeah, E.T. was 81.
couldn't. I don't think I could have because I just wasn't in existence. But see when somebody's like, "Oh, it's a rainy Saturday. Let's go on Amazon and put on like a classic," but not like because I just like to watch like weird 80s things that weren't really actually good. But
Yeah.
so
Batteries not included.
Batteries not
That was
included.
on the TV yesterday.
Flight of the Navigator. We could go through all this all day, but we need to get Jimmy on as a special guest of that. So you've got like Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, Star Wars. These properties where it's like they were shutting shit down, man. And then to
Yeah.
me as well, Arnie stuff like
Jaws.
Jaws is a bit
Jaws was the
old.
biggest film.
of course. Aye.
That
was
was
the-
like 75.
that
It was the biggest
steez.
opening film until Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars was only 2 years later.
I know,
Do,
but
do
that
you remember
was
when
the-
remember
that
when
was the thing.
Terminator 2 came out? That was busting blocks.
Well, I was
I'll
a
tell you something that was
child.
busting
I
blocks
wouldn't have
too.
known that.
Titanic was busting blocks.
Would you consider
But
that
so was,
a
like,
blockbuster?
Avatar.
Aye, that is it still is. It doesn't need to be an action movie, even though a massive boat sinks and hundreds of people die, and that's plenty of action for me. But like
Fucking
Titanic-
spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Taitanic's definitely a
ship's sank.
blockbuster.
But what are you considering a blockbuster?
Titanic.
No, but what is what about Titanic is
It basically is like I think the sort of movie association, the definition is like a must see movie, like rushed, like big stars, big budget, must see type shit. And I know that's like subjective because you're like, some of my favorite film stars you might not even have heard of.
He's fucking raging. He can't even say
no,
anything
it's
about it.
true. It's true.
Have you ever seen Ghostbusters?
I've seen
Right, you're
Ghostbusters.
cool. You're cool. Ghostbusters, another one.
The thing
like-
is, I've
yeah.
seen. The thing is, I've seen all the shit you've seen, plus the stuff I've seen. So don't you worry about me.
I'm worried
When's
about
the
you.
last time you watched the film?
I probably watched a film like
Yesterday-
the other day.
Yesterday.
You watched a film this morning with your cereal?
I watched. I
Watched it
did
in
watch
the car on the way here.
two films yesterday.
Did you watch?
Barry's not included.
I didn't watch Barry's Not Included. I watched Blood Simple, which is the Coen Brothers' first film. You ever seen this?
No.
It's good.
No.
And then the other one was called, I can't remember now.
Because it was in fucking.
I actually can't remember.
You know what film you never forget the
Hands.
name of? Titanic.
I didn't like it.
I
Titanic.
didn't like Titanic.
Nah.
We
I went
watched
to
it
see it in the
recently,
cinema.
actually.
I didn't like it.
We watched it recently for some reason.
See,
alright.
to be honest, I would never watch. I don't mean I'd never watch it again, but see if it started in the telly.
Aye.
See movies like that, I'm just like, it's too much, man. Because it's like you only want to really, I really only want to experience that whole like, sinking. Just once is enough for me.
Got a favourite film question for you then, just because we said Titanic. Favourite Leo film?
My favorite Leo film.
Leo's class. I think we can all agree
Catch
that.
Me If You Can.
That's a good.
Ah,
good
that's-
shout,
do you
a
know
good
what?
shout.
That is
Aye.
probably my favourite one.
It's probably get some heaters, but I think that is.
I think I'd go with Romeo and Juliet.
That's good.
Yeah.
I've not seen
Actually,
it a lot.
I was
I
just.
think I've watched that so many times though. It kind of
Catch Me If You
by
Can is
default.
pretty special though, man. It's a special.
Shutter Island is also another good
Yeah.
film.
What was the first thing you seen him in?
Titanic.
Romeo and Juliet.
Titanic, was it? What's the other big? Oh, was he in Gilbert
Well,
Grape?
what's
Would
that,
be an early
I've
one.
not seen
Basketball
that.
Diaries.
I've not
That's what it is.
seen Man in the Iron Mask either.
What's his worst movie he's been in? What's a movie where he's like, oh man, they should have gave this to Tobey Maguire?
Gatsby, probably. Gatsby's
I mean,
a pretty
The
shitty
Beach.
film. The Beach is a good film.
The Beach
I like
bit is it just
It didn't age well.
No.
Really didn't age well.
I'm
Um,
trying to think of something more recent.
Revolutionary Road, because he was a bad guy in
Yeah,
that.
that's kind of weird.
He was a
I
bad guy.
get.
in
I
that.
mean, like I get.
I mean, Wolf of Wall Street's probably up there with one of his best. Actually,
best. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say worst.
I thought you
No.
were going to say. I thought you were going to
You
say
was
worst.
going to get chucked
Just
off the
because it's
table.
not really like. It's not.
Wolf of Wall
super
Street,
arty.
in a way, though, is like, I don't know. Sometimes I think of that film like The Hangover.
It's a bit like.
It's-
It's,
it's
a bit
kinda
of
like-
Brocom, aye.
Yeah,
Aye.
it's-
I
kinda
think I feel
weird.
like I need to watch it again.
But don't you think there's people who go like, The Revenant's terrible?
Revenant's good.
The
But,
Revenant's
but I
good.
can see people going like,
See, The Revenant came. I think I watched The Revenant not long after.
That's
I
kind of one
watched-
of these ones with the blockbusters, though. People would all rush to go and see The Revenant.
and come back and go, fucking hell.
What the fuck was that?
Do you know, there was
Do you know the
film
biggest
just
film was,
before
I suppose, and as a superhero movie that I felt when I went to see it, it was like the superhero thing was at its height, and everyone thought they should go and see this.
that?
Barbie, the Nutcracker.
And 2.5 hours in, they went, maybe we shouldn't have. Watchmen. I would see guys in there, salt and chili, big drinks, popcorn, and he's just like, there's fucking Batman's not even in this. This is rubbish, man. Do you know what I mean?
Who's Owl Man? Watching's really good, man.
I mean, like, there's so many people just
The
like,
TV show's really good.
like you see a mad trailer and it's like, what's his name, Rorschach and all them. And it's just like, this looks dope, man. Let's go see this, man. And there we are, fucking munchie box.
Mystery Men would have been a worse one to go and see.
Mystery Man's the shit, man.
You ever seen Mystery Men?
Yeah,
With the blue Rasha?
yeah. But
That's
what was
the
it?
shit,
Was
man.
it the film The Road? Was that Viggo Mortensen?
Mm-hmm.
That was like, and what was the Leo film that was getting me to that? There was a Leo film that was taking me to that. And I can't remember.
The Departed.
Nah, but the Road was weird.
You didn't like that?
It was just weird. It was too heavy. It
I
was
mean,
too heavy.
it's a heavy
I-
book.
I had to stop. and go back
Cormac
the next day to
McCarthy
finish it.
doesn't write light books, man.
Stopped halfway up the road.
Hard-
You ever
hard
seen
work.
the other Cormac McCarthy one? The Coen Brothers made that. No Country for Old Men.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
not
yeah.
watched that,
That's
actually.
your man.
Oof, that is dark.
That's dank.
I've not seen it.
That is dark. It's like no spoilers, but the killer's main choice of weapon is essentially a compressed air gun that they use to like kill cows humanely. So it shoots like,
It's a bolt thing.
oh
a
my
bolt gun.
god,
Hot damn.
it's brutal watching people getting cow gunned to death.
Right, let's lighten this
That's
up.
dank.
Let's lighten this up.
We need.
We got
I
some
mean,
good juice.
We
by
need
the
to
way.
lighten the chat, but we kind of need to lighten the juice up here, man. Because
What
this
the
is
fuck is
So we are
this?
going to lighten up, and I've just realised
We did Sparletta last week.
this is Sparletta's cream soda. We're staying in Africa,
Mm.
and
I
this
thought
is
okay.
South African. South African cream soda. Now last week,
I will
or
say I
was it 2
love
weeks
the
ago,
colour of the can.
we did Sparletta's Sparberry, and when we kind of dived into this through the Epcot Club Cool thing, it said that the Sparberry was a cream soda.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So clearly it wasn't. But this is definitely a cream
So
soda.
this is unofficially, but officially, Coca-Cola's only cream soda.
I guess maybe. Well, Coca-Cola owns cream soda. Is this a pure bootleg Kermit the Frog on the can?
Nah, that wee guy's on all of their cans.
Oh, that
It's
guy.
just the wee eyes.
The can's a nice colour in it.
That's a good-
It's like a
chubby
turk-
slimline.
What would you
can't-
call it? Would that be like Tiffany green? Or turquoise?
It's-
Tiffany's bluer than that.
aye, it's
But-
maybe.
I
But
can't
it's-
name another drink.
How would you know? Jenna get a Tiffany?
No.
Somebody else has though.
I
Somebody
can't
sneakily.
get
Not there.
I can't think of another drink that's got that colour I can.
There's not.
No, it's kind of minty fresh, man.
Yeah, toothpaste.
No, I don't say that.
No,
Don't worry about it, mate.
No, see, before we open,
Alright. South
just because
Africa.
you said toothpaste. So
I never said toothpaste.
I said toothpaste.
Alright.
I had COVID, in case anyone forgets.
Again?
No, I've only had it once, but
know.
I'd said the last time we were on about having this mad cigarette smell all the time. It's kind of gone a wee bit.
It's
but
been
There's
replaced
two things that
with dog farts.
no. Anytime I wash my hair, it smells like chemicals, and anytime I brush my teeth, it tastes like chemicals. So it's fucking weird.
What do you mean? What kind of chemicals?
Like just a weird.
But don't you think maybe
chemical
there's
taste.
something to do with your palate now that you are tasting the chemicals that are in
No,
toothpaste?
no. It's just
Your term is so vague.
E number 41.
Chemicals.
smells good. I think
Smells like cream soda. It looks green. Pour it in.
Let's do it. Let's pour one
I
out.
hope this is good, man. Is it green? It fucking is, man.
Oh, it's a green cream soda.
Let's go.
Nah, that ain't the one. That's
I
weird, man.
just spilled it.
What the fuck
It's
is that?
diety.
It's just got another
Nah, it
weird
tastes like,
to it.
Oh no, powdery.
No, it tastes like Bila.
It does taste a bit like Bela.
Of course it does. Don't trust my palate.
It's like a brown bread and Bela sandwich, man. The fuck?
That's a Bila soft
Right.
drink.
See,
Innit?
it doesn't say cream soda, it says cream soda. Like, because this is unforgettable. This is no. What's going on here, man?
That's Boulder Dash. What's the thing in IT crowd when they play the game? Is it Boulder
Oh,
Dash?
that's Mitchell and Webb. Number one.
Number one. That's it. That's number one.
That's
Rotten.
that's shite.
That's Wanganum. What is going on?
That is. I was hopeful. I was really.
no.
I was
What's this
hopeful.
supposed to be?
I was hopeful for that, but yeah, being green and then
Oh, can somebody just go and get
Tasting-
me a coffee, man?
tasting
Fucking hell, man.
diety is that's a shame.
Oh, it's a shame.
Aye, go out. Give us a score. You're the cream soda guy.
Well, give me
It's not a cream
give me
soda.
cream soda. Let me get one more. That's a waste of time, I know. 0.9. Don't like it. Don't like it, man.
0.9.
Just be a straight
harsh.
shooter. Does it taste good?
He's going for his honest
No.
tab on the wee thing on your.
Aye, exactly, man.
Aye.
Great rewards are coming my way. Hopefully in the next drink.
I given it a 1.7.
Oh, there he is.
It's not.
1.3.
Fuck that. I mean, those scores are all over the place, but that drink and these
Aye.
drinks that I've had
All
so far.
these drinks are shocking,
are
man. Have you
all
got
over
like
the place.
one hidden away?
I mean, like,
Eh,
right now, the Jones is like... you
I'm
know-
honestly tempted just to break out a fifth drink a day if this next one's
I
a
mean,
channel.
if the next one's shite, we might need to. So that does give Sparletta's cream soda a 1.3.
What was the other Sparletta we did?
Sparberry.
That was better.
Mm-hmm.
Better than
Yeah.
this shit, yeah.
But it's weird because that was the one that we said they said was like a cream soda.
I don't know what they're doing, man. No one
It's
does
just I think it's that it's hurting from that low sugar, low calorie. Well, saying that's still 11 grams of sugar in that.
No, it's just got a funky... It's just a pure funky after...
It's
not
a
even
weird
aftertaste,
taste.
like funky taste.
It's
That's
like
weird.
winter fresh.
Yeah.
Winter
Which
fresh
is like
cream
not
soda.
shocking because of the can.
Right, good tastes.
Tastes
then.
like chemicals.
Fuck up. Good tastes. When we've done like packed lunches, we've done what you would eat at school and that.
Yeah.
Frozen shite beige food,
Beige food.
like the
Ah,
pure
okay.
Kunsel
From when you're a wee
Kunsel
guy.
tapas.
Oh,
Kunsel tapas.
Kunsel tapas.
Is that a new thing?
Well,
No,
that's like that's when your mum's like, I'm clearing this out here.
You
So
get the
there's-
smiley faces.
Aye, smelly faces, 2 crispy pancakes,
See, I remember there was these things in
a Tucky Twizzler taco.
this comes from. So you had the old frozen food shops. Do you remember Presto?
No.
Briefly, I wasn't. Well, I don't think there was one up my way.
And then
but I
there was
remember
one
it.
called Capital, but it was Capital with a K.
Gangster.
Capital with a K used to sell
No.
these things called rounders, and it was like a breaded,
Rounders.
it's like a breaded kind of crispy pancake kind of
Uh-huh.
vibe, but inside it was mashed potato and then beans inside it.
I mean, that doesn't. That sounds pretty.
It was
That sounds like actually the pure ideal food for a kid.
I was like a
I mean,
cricket.
not from a health standpoint, just from a like.
It was
you eat
literally
that and
a
you
big
like it.
potato cricket with beans inside it.
One just came to mind, and I don't know if you remember this. I can't remember what they were called. It's like a small. It was a circle. It was breaded, and it was like, I'll say chicken loosely, and then it had basically a shot of ketchup in the middle.
No. What?
Do you not remember
No, I
this?
don't
And
remember
basically, oh fucking hell! I don't even know what it'd be called. My instinct is to say it was called Tangy Toms, but that was not. It's the crisps, the tomato crisps. I
So
can't.
it was a fucking chicken disc.
It was like
With some tomato
it was
sauce
like
on
it was like a small, like a golf ball, right? And it was
like
like,
a jammy dodger.
no, it was like a Kiev
So
style.
was the ketchup inside, so you couldn't see the ketchup? Or, no, it was,
Couldn't see the ketchup. You know
Oh.
when you get a Kiev and it's like breading, then like that the chicken, and then inside when you split
Garlic
it, it's
butter.
like all the shite. It's like this was like wee tiny ones, and every one you cut open was like ketchup. Like it was like
say that as you jumped in it.
I don't even want to put. I mean, what I don't even know where to Google. I don't even know.
No, I wouldn't.
Nah, but
Ketchup centered chicken.
then the other one is you would get just things that were breaded chicken in any shape that would get you to eat. And I actually remember having one just to keep it on theme. The dinosaur shaped chicken guys.
Aye, we still I have them for
They
the
were
kids.
gangster, man.
Council tapas is a
Well,
big
Matthew.
thing for the Waynes in here. Council tapas definitely a
I
big
think
thing.
I actually enjoyed the
Do you-
variety
but
of these
see
things.
the turkey twizzlers? I remember them
Yeah.
coming out, and it was like the spring.
They kind of were crack though, man, because they
Aye.
were covered in like some pure dank barbecue sauce, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'd still have that.
I
though.
probably-
I'll tell you what I had that was frozen in sort of beige, but it's the only frozen thing I can think that I ever really was interested in. Dr. Oetker's pizza.
Dude, that seems like pretty new school, no?
Dog.
Is that old school?
Nah, that's kind of old school.
That's a
Dr.
I mean, that's
Oetker's-
a pretty
Oetker's
terrible
been-
pizza. Is
Yeah.
it
It
not?
is, but like at one point
Aye.
it was probably like
Do you remember the Turtles pizza?
No.
The Turtles branded pizza. There was two. There was one that was basically like cheese and
Garfield.
tomato, Garfield's, and the other one had. I'm sure the other one had like either had like apple or banana or something dumb like the Turtles would eat. That was big.
Apple.
See what I do for
Something like
pizzas,
Something bonkers.
like pure if we're having a lazy Sunday, the kids want me to make pizzas. You get Warburton's flatbreads.
Yeah, man.
Peel them open. A wee bit of tomato paste, mozzarella, sprinkle and basil, boof,
Boom.
and into the grill.
That's
you go.
fucking
Dynamite, man.
heartbreaking, man.
So good. They're
You can't. You've got a fucking uni downstairs as well. You can't be like
Aye,
making.
you need to be getting the sourdough ready and all that stuff. There's
I think the
prep time
biggest
into that.
issue with that whole thing, and it's a huge issue worldwide, is the using the tomato
Tomato
paste.
paste.
Well, when I'm saying I'm actually using passata.
That's
So it's
all
not,
right.
yeah, I'm
Now
not
you're
using
talking.
tomato paste.
Some people use tomato puree.
Aye.
That's
No.
gross.
I have seen
That is gross.
I've seen people that I went to school with would use a slice of bread, ketchup, and then a slice of cheese.
That's better than tomato puree.
What is that meant to be?
That's a
That's a
we used
pizza.
to call that a figgy pizza.
A figgy
A figgy pizza. It's from Fergusley Park area of
Did they
Paisley.
toast the bread?
Not prior.
Oh, it's like
You-
making like cheese on toast, but it's like
Aye, but that's
pulling
a
out
figgy
when
pizza.
that's a pizza.
Figgy pizza.
What's the other one? The wish a hot dog.
That
You know about the
was
Wish a hot dog?
Never had a wish a hot
Tell
dog.
me about Steg's wish a hot dog.
Is it not like a baguette with maths and smoked sausage?
That's like a giant cunt. It's like it's like a French stick, and he just cuts the middle out, makes a maths and smokes sausage, and plows it through the middle.
I mean, that sounds alright though.
I know, but there's certain. These are the type of things that like. Say just for something happens and like Jenny and the kids are like, oh, we're going away to stay somewhere, and you've just got a whole place to yourself, and it's like you can just indulge your pure dank things. You're like, I might just go to the supermarket. It's just me tonight. Do anything I want. Smoke sausage, man. Get a baguette. Just like draw the curtains, man, and just get down with your bad.
When's the last time you ate this chicken tomato
breast.
box?
No, when it's like a wee. I mean, they probably don't
Alright.
make them anymore. They've probably been like pulled by.
What
like,
other
the,
things
the
are you thinking of?
FDA.
Like potato waffles?
Well,
and
the reason
that
it
kind of thing, is that
kinda
what
came
you're
out is
thinking?
because they were they just brought out these a bag of frozen space raiders. So it's like
What?
it's like smiley faces, but they're in the shape of space raiders,
And
and
they're
they're
pickled
pickled
onion
onion
flavour?
or beef flavored.
And it's
Oh.
Can you
branded
imagine-
like that.
Aye, yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like. But can you
Man.
imagine the smell of hot pickled onion space
That is
raiders
honky,
wafting
man.
through your house?
That's like, oh mate.
That's what you'd want to do on that night on yourself.
Aye,
Hot,
mate.
beefy, pickled onion crisps wafting through your house, man.
Come back, just open the doors.
I've got another one for you though. You in the middle of that when you were describing the wee balls.
Yeah, yeah.
Went, ketchup.
Ketchup.
Words you say weird.
I don't. That's not how I say it all the time.
I know, but,
That is
it
ketchup.
kinda, it's
I don't know.
Actually, this is quite a good. I mean, I'm just linking things together.
Link it. Jurassic Park.
See things that are sour. She'll kill me for this and all, man. Because Helena always goes like, "Why do you always pure say things like?"
Does she listen to the podcast?
No, but I
there
usually
you
just
go.
I usually preemptively go like, I told them about your thing today. Right.
You just throw
So
yourself in the doghouse.
things that you say weird. So I said this to you the other night. I made her do is you get Haribos, and you've got Star Mix, and then you've got the ones that are sour.
Fantastic.
Tang Fastics. Helena, can he say it? She goes, these ones Tang Fantastics? And I'm like, Tang Fastics? She's like, that's what I said. Like, she's like, and then if you try and walk her through that word, she's like, Tang Fa. She wants to go. She just can't, it's just not
Tang,
there.
fang.
But it's almost like she's always thought that's how you
Yeah.
say it. So it's like,
it's
the
ingrained.
idea of but it
I mean, that is a thing that where you see something written down
the
and
Mandela
you
effect.
say it, and then
Yeah.
is that the Mandela effect?
It's a version of it.
Aye.
I mean, I was convinced Hermione's name the whole time I read the Harry Potter books. Like it was Hermione.
Well, see, I did a Harry Potter quiz at the start of lockdown, and that's the way I said it, and people destroyed me. They were like, "What? You Fanny? You don't know what her name is?" I didn't know that.
I was like Hermione until like the first film came. They're
I
like
think I just called her
Hermione, and
Hermione.
I was like, damn.
It's not that in the book. This movie is a fucking abomination.
Right, so you get the black sweet.
Uh-huh.
You get the all sorts.
Licorice. Oh, you can't say this.
No, I'm asking. How do you say it?
Licorice.
I don't know. Licorice.
I'm licorice.
Nah.
You're an ish. You're two S's.
Oh, is this is a toss up?
ICE.
I'd
Licorice.
say licorice.
Licorice, but that sounds.
Licorice. Licorice.
Aye, but
It's not ash.
I'm for that's pure streets. That's for the streets, man. Licorice all sorts. You know, like,
We used to.
Licorice.
Nah, we're three for two here. 3 for 2.
Aye.
Aye, but I
licorice
mean,
all sorts.
end of the day, a couple of G's, man. Not that. See, the thing is, I fucking hate licorice, man. It's one of like, see when people are quite like a wee bit arsey.
But not
about
all
it.
licorice is the same.
No, I know you get, but see, like we're talking like just traditional black licorice,
licorice.
right? Okay, but see, like seeing people get a packet of crisps and they take a few and go, I don't really like that taste. And I'm like, it's fucking crisps. Like it's not like there's not really many flavors or many things that I'm just like that is totally barking other than some of the shit. But see, licorice, I'm just like it's one of those things where I'm like, who?
Yeah, I don't like it.
I feel like it's been put here for a joke or something.
Yeah,
like it's like, do you know what I mean?
It tastes medicinal.
It's like the pure tears of the devil. It's just it's fucking dank. It's like not, and the problem is it's like it exists in sweet shops. I'm like, no, sweet shops are for like
The good
the
stuff.
dope shit, man. Like,
Not stuff like this.
it's like
A box of licorice all sorts would kind of fuck you up though, because like you would dabble with the kind of squishier ones.
the squishy guys, but the actual ones. And then what's the other one?
But the red licorice is like
What's
Li-
like
red licorice
what's
is a different game though.
see if licorice also is the bad guy. What's the other one called? The Dolly mixtures.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
that's my old boy's favorite, man.
they're
And I always
shite and all.
always thought that was like.
What,
it was
like
like-
Batman and Superman.
It was like pure yin and yang. It was, do you know what I mean? I was just like, nah, that's the dark side, man. And over there, you've got your man,
Right,
Dolly mixture.
So similar vein, you go to a chip shop
Mhm.
and you ask for a bread product with some chips in it. What you
It's
asking
a rolling chips.
Rolling chips.
for?
aye.
Roll chips.
There's no butties here.
Oh, no, you're not getting it. Is that what you were getting to here?
No, I just wanted to see if anybody's going to come up with some. It's
Chip
fucking
butty.
shit,
Shit, butter.
Ayrshire fucking
That's a
shit was
Northern
going-
English term because my, like, aye,
Well, I mean, but it's like, is it Dundee? They call it a cob roll
that's fucking dank and
and all
all.
that kind of nonsense.
Guns aren't shot fit paper. The chip butter.
What's a cob roll?
Cob
Well,
roll.
a cob roll is like that's what they call the bread.
Aye, chip butter's like Coronation Street powder, man.
See, like, but you can get a cob. I'll go to the co-op and buy a cob, but that's like a big.
That's like the
crusty-
Irish thing, isn't it? Like a wheaten cob or like it's a type of bread, nah.
It's the big crusty round guy. Looks like a roll. but
Fucking
it's bigger.
salt and sauce and all. Fucking trash, man. What the fuck?
Right, let's go into
It's
our
a
last
rolling
drink.
chips.
And see the thing
It's
as
a
well,
rolling chips.
it's just one word. Just rolling
Rolling
chips.
chips. Aye, rolling chips.
rolling chips.
Aye, rolling chips. Aye, we agree. We agree on
Have you ever
one.
had the rolling pie?
This came up.
Did I tell you
recently,
about the guy when you were talking about rolling pie?
You ever had this?
I've seen it done, but never have I had it.
Fucking mental.
It's a lot of carbs.
It's a
What
lot
about,
of
what about
carbs.
a rolling crisps or a piece of crisps?
Yeah,
I've had
I've not
those
had that in a
crisps.
long time.
It's been
but
done.
Kind of shite though.
It's not really. I don't really.
No, I'll tell you. Do you know what? Putting crisps in your sandwiches is actually fucking underrated.
Mm.
Do you know what's underrated? See if you make like fajitas,
Mm.
putting chips in your fajitas.
Chips in what's it?
Like in a
In a wrap.
putting
Okay,
chips
yeah.
in
I read
there.
a thing about how you eat a burrito the other day, which I thought was kind of game changing. I'd like to try.
How you eat it?
How would you get a burrito usually?
Lettuce.
I give you a burrito and it's wrapped in tinfoil. How would you eat it?
Take the tinfoil, rip it as I eat,
Right. Why would you do that?
so that it doesn't all fall apart.
Right,
the
okay.
arse, as they call
Okay.
it.
Here's a game changer. If you unwrap the full thing,
Mhm.
but also get yourself a thing of plain nachos, and then you eat over the top of the nachos, everything that falls out covers the nachos, and
That's
now
your
you've
bonus.
got
including your levels.
now you've
That's your
got
bonus snack.
loaded nachos.
In my case, it's like, oh, here's nachos and Hannah's a beard here. Story of my life.
Right, last drink. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Is it good?
Let's hope so. I have never had it, and I'm looking forward. And it's you might think this is another.
Is this a fucking?
You might think it's an African special we're having
We did an
today,
African episode.
but Afri-Cola
Afri-Cola.
is actually German. One
Alright.
of the biggest selling German colas of all time.
It's maybe the greatest fucking bottle
And the
we've
bottle-
had on the
bottle
show.
is
It feels like.
I mean, I don't know if you'll be able to see that on the camera, but like the slant on the bottom of that. Have you got a slant on the bottom of your
super slant.
Like, see, look at the
Look
bottom.
at the
there.
inside the bottle. Put it out this way.
yeah.
See it?
I mean, and it's so
It's like
chunky.
a ball in a ball.
It's like one of the.
no,
it's
it's
like,
like look at the pure hips. It's got
aye,
hips.
it's like one of
yeah.
those, but it feels like one of those wee weights you get at the gym, like when you're just toning.
I'd
Man.
only use the big ones.
You're just like that. No, Michael Scott style, man. I'm going for definition, not size.
It's so cold as well.
So
Mate, it's
this
so
used to
cold.
be one of the biggest selling colas in Germany.
Used to be.
obviously,
Until
obviously,
World War
Germany,
Two.
Germany has 2 colas up at the top there.
is.
But this kind of dropped down and isn't quite as popular anymore.
Okay.
I had been looking for this for ages.
Why is it called Afri-Cola?
No idea. Not got a clue.
If only Wikipedia existed and we had someone sitting at a computer,
Who could look up why is Afri-Cola called Afri-Cola?
that would be good.
Yeah.
I love how we need to speak so that she listens.
Right, let's run down some of this. Limonade,
That's lemonade, though.
got it. Coffee and Haltig.
Zucker. There's sugar in it.
Caffeine is caffeine.
What I'm saying is this the ingredients list, just 4 ingredients. All on
Yeah.
the bottom here. See here?
Oh yeah, lemonade, coffee. And I was looking at the actual ingredients up the top.
And the shoots marker.
Wasser.
Angus.
So it's got water, Zucker, colon, sour,
Wasser.
Wasserstoft,
Shit's got water in it.
Zuckersmittel,
Unterklepen.
natural flavours. Right, but I still can't,
Unterklepen, Clausen.
I can't find how much sugar's in it.
There's 11.
There better be hella
There's
sugar
11
in this,
grams
my
per
man.
100 mils, so there's about 33 grams.
Oh, talk to me.
No, that's only a 200ml bottle.
There's about 20.
Lost some
grams in
volume.
it.
It's a small wee bottle, but
Lost some volume
so
in the
chunky.
hips.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm hopeful.
It's the whole
Colney, I
precaution.
can't read that shit for you. Like, you're crazy. Maybe just shout it out. Why is it called Afri-Cola?
We don't know yet.
It smells like toilets.
It smells.
It smells like a fucking
not
men's
doing-
urinal.
When he's not licking the floor of the Badlands, he's in toilets just like
It smells like the toilets in the Badlands.
It's not. It's not got a good smell. But one thing I would say,
I think it smells
Club Matte Cola did not have a good smell either.
bad. We are back. That's better.
That's good. That's.
It's better than everything we've had by a long
I mean, it's
shot.
definitely better than quite caramelly.
It's not even contending with the other ones, though.
I mean, it's literally if everyone, you know what I mean? It's like Eurovision, man. If everyone was just honking and
No,
then
blah.
Italia comes in there just like that.
It's called Afri-Cola 'cause it's from Africa.
Oh,
Fucking hell, man.
oh, this guy. Forget what you heard. You come with the fake news, man.
It's definitely brewed in Germany. There's no doubt about that.
Because you really went in on that. Well, it's popular, but after the war, it's a tense time for Africa.
There you go.
Right.
The one thing I should say, actually, I did get it in the African supermarket in Glasgow. But it is a German cola.
A German
So-
African cola.
So, I think it's getting an easy ride because it's came after. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't love it.
it's hard to put it up against
You wish you could eat
the
it
hitters.
against
I
something.
know.
Do you know what
But-
I actually think it tastes like? Coca-Cola. A glass bottle Coca-Cola.
Nah, it's kind of for me. It's
Maybe like a glass bottle roller
Cola
cola.
Cola. It falls off. The sweetness is not there like a Coke, and it's the sweetness is definitely not there.
Not that fizzy.
Tell you something.
Pinhead carbonation.
Is there are we talking cane sugar here? Because I don't think we are.
No, I don't think so.
And that is where it all goes so wrong. Kind of is, man. That's where the levels is.
Join there's cane and the other ones.
Mhm.
And the coffee mate. The mate. The mate. No, I don't think so. Or the fruits.
But I had some other shit going on, some notes. This is just a pretty. It kind of reminds me, and I'm not shitting on it because we shat in that cola. See that cola
Stop
Ramuni?
shiting drinks.
Yeah.
That cola Ramuni was like it was there, but it was somewhat unremarkable. I don't know, man.
I'm going to give it a 2.
In comparison,
Five.
it's delicious though. To this fucking.
No, wait, no. 2.7. 2.7.
I'm going to score it higher and I'm going to recommend it. I'm going to give it a 3.1. But I do like a cola, and it's maybe benefiting from the fact the rest of the episode was so shit.
If that wasn't in a glass bottle, it could have.
I've got a can of it in the fridge actually downstairs.
Yeah, I think it's got an easy ride. It tastes really good. Well, it tastes good because these are terrible. The fact it's freezing and the bottle's kind of good as well. It's, you know what?
Andy's nearly finished this.
I'm nearly finished mine. I'm fucking sliding. I'll probably go just under a solid recommendation because I feel like it's 2.9 for me.
2.9.
Work harder.
So that's going to give Afri-Cola
Just work harder.
the top score of the day at a 2.9. That's maybe up there with one of our worst episodes. If that's the top score of the
The
day.
Definitely
banner,
the
the
worst
banner was a
episodes.
5.1.
Who scored that? Craig Neal.
Craig Neal.
Do you know what? Actually, for the first time since we reviewed it,
Yeah.
I had some McDade's Orange Cream
And?
yesterday. Holy shit, that stuff is good.
So that's the realness,
So
man.
good, man.
I
And,
like
and,
it.
and it's not like I had it up against a Maltina and then had an Orange Cream. I'd been
It's a fresh palate.
I had a Jarito
The orange
the day
cream
before.
was good.
The Orange Cream
I know.
is see if I was to taste it, if I was to score that yesterday, I'd have put it above the Club Mac Cola. It was so good.
I think that's the thing. Like you need to keep this. You need to keep this in mind. That see the hitters, like that. There's sort of no doubt in your head when you take a swig. Whereas with this, you're sort of going, no, it's all right. I mean, I really want it to be good.
I mean, anything that you see on that board.
That's not true though, because
Hey.
you brought those
Calling me a liar.
You brought those McDade's, and I was well prepared for them. I was thinking. In fact, I was well prepared even after we reviewed the cola and the other one, the football special. We put the
No, but I'm saying when you tried the cola, you were like, no doubt hitter.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like we're going, no, I want this to be good because it's got a cool bottle or a cool backstory. But the proof.
we didn't know the cola was going to be good until we tried it.
No,
That's
I mean,
what I'm
It was off
saying.
the bat of a fucking 0 point.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying when you put it in your mouth and swallow it around, you know if it's really, really good. You don't have to talk yourself into it. You gaslighting me.
But anyway, you're saying your scores could sometimes change ever so slightly depending on how you're feeling. But if you were to drink anything up on that board, it's dynamite. It's so good.
And that board is the real deal.
Aye.
It's the real McCoy.
Bye. So
Bye.
this is out. This episode will be out on Sunday, which is
This is episode 25.
This is episode 25. It'll be out on Sunday, which is the 30th of May. The following week, which is the 6th,
Oh my god, what are we doing?
the 6th of June,
He knows.
is the next episode. So that's episode 26. And then the week after that is when you'll be able to listen back to the actual live show if Nicola Sturgeon lets it happen.
To be fair,
No pressure.
It's not-
no pressure, Sturge.
it's not just on Sturge, is it?
It's all on her.
It's not on Sturge.
It's all on her. It's all on Sturge.
She's always in the comments, though.
She's a big fan. We've got to put the
Whoa,
pressure on her.
here's one. Closing, before we get to closing. What do you think Sturgeon's sip of choice is?
Diet Coke.
Do you think it is? I bet it is. Actually, bet it
Definitely
is.
Diet Coke.
That's Trump's thing.
Maybe a Diet and Brew. Maybe she's a wee Diet and Brew.
I bet you she doesn't drink fizzy juice.
It's a tea.
She
Sparkling
buy
water.
green tea or
She won't
something,
drink
man.
tea because it fucks your teeth up. No, I mean, too much.
And fizzy drink, doesn't he?
No, but I mean, like, she'll probably drink sparkling water. Ted Lasso style.
The Diamond Dogs.
When they fucking the first press conference when Ted Lasso sits down, he goes to Slig of War. He's like, I was not expecting that to be fizzy. What I thought was strange about Ted Lasso, I know new season comes soon. He says fizzy. I'm like, you wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
Fizzy's not an American word, is it?
When is that? Oh, right. So
July.
that's out soon. But then before that, and I don't know if any of you watched that, Dave. That's right up your street.
Told you to watch it.
I've
Dave-
You not watched it?
No.
Dave's the shit, man.
Fuck.
That's really good.
Dave's up there with Ted Lasso.
I'm
So
watching
Dave is Little Dickie's
The Underground
TV
Railroad.
show. Oh, jeez, man.
What's that? Is that the Antiques Roadshow but with trains stuff?
nah.
It's like, I don't want to talk
don't
about
wanna say
it.
Dave's good. Dave's a solid.
Dave's good.
recommendation.
I think this season will be bananas as well.
you seen the
'cause-
trailer?
No.
It's a trailer. He's like,
Oh, really?
I'm not even going to tell you. Just watch.
That's
the trailer. It's
what
fucking
the
weird.
thing
Do I
is.
explain what Dave
No,
is for anyone listening?
So it's like Dave is Little Dicky the rapper, and then like the show is kind of
But you
like
should explain that Little Dicky the rapper
Isn't it
is
a
a
rapper?
white. No, he is, but he's just a white
Jewish
Jewish
dude,
guy.
yeah.
He's not.
Oh, no.
So it
I thought
kinda-
was like a joke.
no. I mean, he's such a good rapper.
yeah, he's
it's not
good.
real.
And that's kind of part of
But
the
he was
show.
making like not like what would you not
Something like
comical?
He kind of he makes fun of the fact that nobody takes him
Isn't he like
seriously
the,
because
isn't he
he's
like the Lonely Island?
No,
no.
no.
I think people think he's going to be
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
and then he kind of addresses that. The show is basically like him coming up to the point where he would maybe have got signed. That's the first season, and he's kind of explaining. But it's just funny because he's basically like trying to explain the fact that he's like, I'm not joking. I think I'm probably one of the best rappers alive.
And I mean,
He kind of is. Like,
he's a great rapper, but he's also funny. Like his writing style of the show and stuff like that is funny. So it probably confuses, it blurs the lines a wee bit that people think it's going to be.
Andrew
all about funny
Santino's in it, and yeah.
But against, so let me pitch him
Bieber's
against.
in it.
Let me
Justin-
pitch him
and,
against like other white rappers.
Let
And
it. Okay.
You tell me like if he's in there.
Other white rappers.
Right, okay. So compared to friend of the show Eminem,
Is he a better rapper?
is he like can he compete?
Probably. He probably could compete.
Aye.
In my opinion, he probably could.
What about
From
like Asher Roth?
aye, definitely.
Really?
If you're talking about what it means to rap, as in like lyrics and bars, the dude is bananas.
Yeah, he's really good.
And
Ice,
both those guys are good. Ice Vanilla. Ice
Vanilla Ice, Ice to Vanilla
Tribe
Lie.
Called Quest.
No, it's
Any
good.
other white
Any joke?
rappers?
Any
Bubba
joke?
Sparks.
Definitely want to go and watch.
Yeah, it's good. It's a really
watch
good. It's really
What was the other
well
one?
made show.
Uncle something.
Uncle Cracker. That's
Uncle
you're,
Cracker.
you're reaching, man. Uncle, no, Kid Rock.
Fred Durst.
Loads of them.
But
he
Ed Sheeran
competes.
does a bit of rap.
It does a bit.
Does a bit of
Does a
rap.
bit happen. Right, enough about white rappers.
Aye.
Right, what are you taking home?
No, there's no doubt. Absolutely no doubt. There's
You,
no
taking you home.
Aye. I'm taking something else that's up on a shelf home.
I know I'm going to just reach for
Aye,
one.
just take
The
something. Take
store.
something out. Take something for the.
I'll probably take the cherry.
I'm taking a cola. I've finished it, and that's only because I am.
You're taking it because it's a cool bottle.
I've drank that because
That's a
am,
great ball.
I'm actually thirsty and I need to quench it, and that's all.
You're actually thirsty.
actually
Do you
thirsty.
pretend usually?
Literally thirsty.
I would say probably.
Sometimes you ever just pretend to yawn to fill a wee bit of like a bit of dead air in a conversation or something.
So that's what podcast is.
Probably the best bottle we've had on. Up there,
Yes, yeah.
that or a Ramuni has got to be the best design bottle we've ever had.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Although I did get a fucking.
Although, what is it
when
like?
the Limca hit, I was like,
Is it actually a
yeah.
good design or is it just different?
That like it's a thick bottle. It's thick glass. Look at that wee arse on that, man. That's unbelievable.
Right, rounding the show up.
Right, so that has been episode 25.
And there,
25.
there might be a live show.
Aye, there might be a live show. Just stay tuned. Follow us on at 5 Star Sodas. We'll hopefully be back with friends of the podcast soon, but we always forget to check see if
We've
anybody's
got
left
no
us reviews. Make sure you check out the web store where you can go and buy the tote bags and the badges. Bighandmedia.com/shop. We'll see you then.